The Mauryan Empire, established by Chandragupta Maurya, had an all-India character. The Mauryan Empire was ruled by successful administrators such as Chandragupta Maurya, his son Bindusara Maurya, and grandson Ashoka the Great. Chandragupta Maurya drove foreign invaders out of the country. He also defeated the Seleucids, capturing 4 provinces of Kabul, Kandahar, Herat, and Baluchistan. These areas remained with the Mauryans right up to King Ashoka's rule. Chandragupta spent his last days in Shravanbelagola in Karnataka, which proves the all-India character of the Mauryan Empire. The chief advantages of these pan-Indian character were: A. It put end to small states. B. It helped in establishing trade links with foreign countries. Let us study some of the salient features of the Mauryan administration. The cornerstone of the Mauryan rule was its efficient administration across its vast kingdom. Mauryan administration had 2 main divisions: civil administration and military administration. The king was responsible for ensuring social order, security, and safety of his country. He made a set of principles and guidelines and appointed a team of ministers and officials to guide and implement across his kingdom. The civil administration was further categorized into 4 levels. 1. The central government. 2. The provincial government. 3. District administration. 4. Administration of cities. The administration was highly centralized, and the king had the supreme authority. He was the supreme judge. The Mauryan government was purely bureaucratic in nature. Several officers of different ranks managed the entire administration. Ashoka brought about some changes in the administrative system of his grandfather Chandragupta Maurya. He appointed Mahamatras or governors to contribute to the tasks of public welfare. Ashoka formed a council of ministers called as Mantri Parishad, headed by a prime minister. The council of ministers included the Purohit, the chief priest, the Senapati, the commander-in-chief, the Sannidhata, the head treasurer, the Samharth, the taxation expert. In addition to these, there were many important officers. There were 4 provinces in Mauryan Empire till the addition of Kalinga in Ashoka's time. 1. Magad, Patliputra. 2. Gandhara, northwestern province, Taxila. 3. Avanti, eastern province, Ujjain. 4. Southern province, Swarangiri. 5. Kalinga, Tosali. Head of the province was called Kumar or Aryaputra. Only the princes were appointed to this position. Ashoka's administration also included governor, Mahamaira, Pradeshika for collecting taxes, Rajukar revenue officers, and the Yuktas were the treasurer. These provinces were further divided into districts called Janpadas. Their administration was looked after by Pradeshika, Rajuka, and Yukta. The provinces had their own administrative system. The head of the city was called Nagardhyaksha. The land revenue was the main source of income for the Mauryan kings. 2 kinds of taxes, namely Bali and Bhaga, were levied according to edicts of Ashoka. Bhaga was levied on agricultural produce. and Bali was a religious tribute. Other taxes were levied on professionals, shops, etc. From the revenue collected, the state constructed roads, irrigation facilities, hospitals, and other government expenses. Chandragupta Maurya had a wide network of spies in his empire, and the king was kept informed of all the important matters of bureaucracy. There were spies against spies. The Mauryan military was huge, consisting of infantry, cavalry, elephants, and chariots. The king was the commander-in-chief of the army. According to historical sources, the Mauryan army included 600,000 infantry, 30,000 cavalry, and 9,000 war elephants. What was the name of tax levied on religious tribute by the Mauryan administration? Select the correct option and click Submit. The tax levied on religious tribute by the Mauryan administration was known as Bali. The Dash was the commander-in-chief of the Mauryan army. Select the correct option and click Submit. The king was the commander-in-chief of the Mauryan army. Now let's summarize what we have learnt in this topic.